Welcome to this tutorial on using our AutoSolo alignment tools to measure camber, caster, and kingpin inclination for your vehicle. First, drive your vehicle onto the turn plates. If you're working in a DIY setting, use a ramp and be gentle with the throttle and brakes. Once your wheels are on the plates, make sure your wheel is centered on them. Next, remove the pins from the turn plates and adjust the locator pins to match the curvature of your car's rim. Hang the top two locator pins on the rim, and then tighten the wheel clamp until the bottom two locator pins grip onto the bottom. Attach the adapter plate into the wheel clamp securely. Now, let's calibrate the camber gauge. Find a level and set it to the vertical orientation. Align the camber gauge to the level with the bubble gauge facing up and centered. Turn the knob in the back of the device until the bubble in the gauge reads 0. You can refer to the manual for detailed instructions if needed. Place the camber gauge in the center of the adapter plate and ensure the level gauge is centered as well. Take your reading of your vehicle's camber. For example, the vehicle's camber shown here is about 1/10 positive, which is essentially neutral. Now, let's switch to the more advanced camber, caster, and kingpin inclination gauge. Remove the protective plate by sliding the lip over to give your thumb better leverage. Place the gauge onto the adapter plate, with a spring-loaded pin centered onto the screw of the adapter plate. Ensure the wheels are facing straight and set the level bubble to the middle. You'll immediately see the camber angle in gauge A. To measure caster, use the turn plates to turn the wheel 20 degrees out. You can find the degrees indicator on the brass dial. Double-check that the gauge is still level with the D-level bubble and calibrate the caster gauge to 0 by turning the knob underneath. For kingpin inclination measurement, determine if you're on the left or right side of the vehicle and calibrate the gauge to 0 accordingly. Turn the wheels 20 degrees in and level the gauge again with the D-level bubble, then take the caster reading, which show here as 2.2 degrees, and the kingpin inclination reading, which shown here as 5.5 degrees. That's it. You've successfully measured camber, caster, and kingpin inclination for your vehicle. Thanks for watching our short tutorial. For more detailed instructions, you can find the full video on the Mr. DIY Guy 123 YouTube channel.